Good afternoon and welcome to the Dog Dish, where we dish up what's happening at Drake University. The Dog Dish is brought to you by Drake Broadcasting System, and we are coming to you live from Meredith Hall at Drake University.
Yep, that's right. We decided to show a side of DBS we don't often show, a serious and news-based side, and it's definitely not to add a more professional piece to our portfolios.
Anyways, that's besides the point. My name is Emma Stroder, and I, along with Bryson Ray, will be bringing you the unseen content from Drake's campus. This weekend marks the unofficial start to Relays Week.
That's right, a weekend of athletics, alumni, and a variety of extracurriculars.
There is plenty of fun involved, but there is an underside to the Drake Relays that we don't often talk about. Among what some would say wasted students is the excess waste created. DBS correspondent Sadie Jones has more on this.
Relays is the most anticipated event of the school year for Drake students, alumni, and facilities. With over 10,000 people visiting the campus per day, there is always waste to collect. Hannah Remke is Drake's sustainability coordinator.
Just the relay pickup, so like the 4 days or 5 days of relays, is about 6 tons. So that's a lot just in that short period.
The total weight of trash accumulated on Drake's campus is calculated monthly. From July 2022 to June 2023, the average monthly load was 31 short tons. April and May's totals, which accounted for trash collected during relays, were much higher, with 36 short tons in April and nearly 60 in May. May's total also accounted for several other major events like College Move Out. Approaching Relays 2024, Remke anticipates trash totals will be high again. All hands will be on deck to deal with it.
During relays, we've got a team of 8 to 10 people, and they are working 16-hour days, or it's overtime. So it essentially ends up being 640 hours for the relays week. So that's a 1,500% increase in manpower.
These additional employees are pulled from sub-departments of Drake facilities. Joe Quiles Ortiz is the chief of maintenance. In an email to DBS, he said his workers will collaborate with grounds workers in, quote, maintaining the cleanliness of not only the stadium, but the campus grounds in general. Drake custodians will also be involved, emptying restroom trash bins. But trash won't be the only thing that needs to be mitigated. Last year, 2.3 short tons of recyclables needed to be collected. Remke said 45 wired frames rented from the city of Des Moines will line Forest Avenue as well as in Drake Stadium. She will be responsible for tending to all of them and is counting on the help of volunteers. Volunteers like Sydney Dvorak, a junior at Drake University.
Last year I did the same thing. I did the relays recycling, and it was honestly kind of fun. It's super easy and everyone's super nice and welcoming, and you get to see like all of the events too when you're just like wandering around.
If you can't volunteer, you can still help mitigate waste during relays. The first way, Remke said, is to dispose responsibly.
Like if you try to recycle, which is great, just make sure it's correct, especially with the writing on the cans. It should be pretty easy. If your drink or anything has liquid, dump it out before. Make sure it has a twist lid, and that just makes my life easier and ensures that more things get recycled.
And another thing, a thank you goes a long way.
Appreciation for the grounds team, because they do so much during relays, and custodians, they're a part of it as well. Just there's a lot that goes into it that people don't think about when they just throw something.
This has been Sadie Jones, your DBS Relays correspondent. Now back to you in the studio.
To jumpstart waste reduction efforts, RHA is hosting a Forest Avenue street cleanup today at 2 p.m. Participants are to meet in the Olmsted Breezeway and will get a free slice of pizza and a sugar cookie. If you can't make it but still want to help out during relays, go to drake.givepulse.com.
There are plenty of events and activities happening over Relays Week for students and alumni alike. The long-standing tradition of the paint fight will take place later today at 4 p.m., and you won't want to miss it.
In addition, the Student Activities Board held their Painted Street Raffle this past Monday and drew 54 student organizations to receive a painted street square. Painting will take place throughout this weekend, and DVS will see you there.
Also this weekend, the 56th annual road races will take place on Sunday morning. Later that Sunday at 2 p.m., the Knapp Center will host a plethora of cute, furry friends at the 45th Annual Beautiful Bulldog Contest. Members of the public and students alike can attend this event, as well as the Bulldog Rescue just an hour before.
There are plenty more exciting activities happening this week. To see when and where all of the fun will take place, go to @DrakeSAB on Instagram or check the on-campus newsletter in your Drake email inbox.
Of course, all of this fun can't happen without our beloved Relays hosts. And with just a few weeks left as Drake Bulldogs, these 3 seniors have had their fair share of Relays experiences and memories. Today, we were fortunate enough to have one of them in the studio this afternoon to share her memories, as well as some advice for Relays newcomers. Let's meet the 2024 Relays host.
Hey Delaney, it's so nice to have you here. Why don't you take a moment to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Delaney Borja. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a senior studying public relations and digital media production with a minor in music for voice. And I'm originally from Plainfield, Illinois.
Nice. Delaney is joined by her 2 other hosts, Abby Whitmore and Alex Chavez, who unfortunately couldn't make it today. I'm curious, and I'm sure our viewers are too. What are the duties of the Relays hosts?
Sure. The Relays hosts really just serve as kind of brand ambassadors for the student body during Relays. We just are there to get everyone excited for the different events that SAB and just Drake University holds for the event.
Yeah. Well, you're a senior now, so it's your last Relays. How does it feel?
Honestly, it feels quite surreal. My first year was 2020, so Relays looked a little bit different. So it's crazy now coming into a more normal world, and Relays is so much bigger than what I ever thought it would be. So it's crazy that this is the last go around, but it's going to be awesome.
So with all of those memories of Relays, what is your favorite one?
My favorite memory was stumbling across the foam pit party. I lived in GK. It was my sophomore year, and I was just walking back from who knows what, and I see a huge inflatable and a bunch of bubbles everywhere, and I'm like, what is this? I have to check it out. And I went, and it was incredible. I ran back to my dorm, changed, and spent the rest of the night there. It was so much fun. Another fun memory was running the road races last year. I did it kind of on a whim. I'm not very athletic. I'm not a runner, but it was one of the best things to do with friends. So
yeah, those are truly some exciting moments. What future moments are you looking forward to this year?
This year, I'm running the road race again, so you can catch me crossing the finish line at the Blue Oval on Sunday. But I'm also really looking forward to the Relays concert, because one big duty for the Relays host is to hype up the crowd before our Relays artist comes out, Mr. Waka Flocka Flame. And I get to meet him before the concert, which is a little bit nerve-wracking, but very, very exciting. So I'm pumped.
Yeah. So Relays can be intimidating for those who are experiencing it for the first time. What advice do you have for those people?
I would definitely say to get as involved as you can. There are so many events going on campus, but also it is a long week full of activities, and it is a marathon, not a sprint. So definitely pace yourself, but soak it all in because it's awesome.
A live viewer has a question for you. It says, where is the best place to break into the... Maybe not this episode. Sorry, at Bulldog Lover 2027. That's all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming down to the studio. Do you have any final words of wisdom?
West Side Breakfast does not serve food, contrary to popular belief.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and we will see you at the paint fight soon. Let's go, Dogs.
There are so many events and activities happening this week that it's often easy to forget the purpose of it. Without our track athletes, Relays Week would not be the same.
Their hard work and dedication put Drake on the map, and DBS correspondent Maya Gorin had the pleasure of speaking with Carmen, a distance runner on the Drake track and field team.
Stay tuned this weekend for a look at the interview on our Instagram, @DrakeDBS. Make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss a thing.
To cheer on Carmen and other track and field athletes in their relays events, go to @DrakeRelays on Instagram or go DrakeBulldogs.com.
Next week, Forest Avenue won't look how it always does. With people from all over the country and even the world coming to Drake, this closed street will soon be filled with students, fans, athletes, and a variety of food trucks.
Something else new on Forest Ave is the Apothecary Dispensary, which opened just earlier this week. DBS correspondent Mel Munoz has more about this new establishment in the Drake neighborhood.
Hey Bulldogs, it's Mel. Just in time for Relays, a new local business has opened its doors right across from Peggy's. Not far from campus on Forest Avenue, Apothecary Dispensary is a storefront that sells legal cannabis products. Emma and I had a chance to sit down with a Drake student and the store manager of the dispo for an interview. Let's hear some of their thoughts.
My name is Craig Lord, and I'm the manager here at Apothecary Dispensary on Forest. We have mostly THC products, about 5 milligrams roughly per serving right now. And then we do also have products with CBD, and we have products that are just CBD and other minor cannabinoids specifically. You don't need any medical card or anything like that due to it being hemp-derived products, which is legal with the 2018 Farm Bill. I have personally never even been around this area during the relays. I'm pretty excited. I've heard that there's gonna be a lot of people, so I'm hoping that that's more, people that are walking right past and seeing our open sign and just decide to kind of stop in and say what's up. We love to share all of our knowledge and, being excited with everyone. We will be running a buy 4, get 20% off. Any item in the store you can mix and match. So definitely be looking forward to that.
When I first found out about the dispensary, I was scrolling on Yik Yak and I saw someone make a comment about how there was a dispensary opening up across the street from Peggy's. I went there opening day. One of my buddies mentioned that they saw an opening flag outside their store. So after my first classes, I went and checked it out. The atmosphere was honestly fantastic. The moment I walked in there, I was greeted by a couple of their employees. They're all smiling, very knowledgeable about what they were talking about and their products. I definitely say for those of age, it would definitely create a safer environment for obtaining THC and CBD products. I know that Relays is a time where students indulge in other substances, and I'd say in terms of trying things out, this would be a great place to do it. They don't have to worry about going through a third party or dealing with an absolute stranger, and also these products are more regulated and safe.
Thanks for tuning in. From here at DBS to you, have a safe Relays and have a wonderful Saturday.
Well, I know where I'm going to stock up for this weekend. Happy 420, y'all.
Bryson, we are supposed to be professional, remember?
Of course. As I was saying, if you are of age, you can stop by and support this brand new small business.
Right. Serious matters only.
And if you're sick of us standing on business, don't worry. We are too.
No, we're not. I love standing on business in a professional setting as a professional person and a very hireable candidate for the most professional jobs. Please.
Are you really using this show to promote yourself for a summer internship right now?
Shameless self-promo. We should probably promote our team too, I guess.
Yeah, we have 2 more Relays live shows coming up. Tune in on Thursday, the 25th at 7 p.m. for our official Relays show.
And we will keep the silly goofiness coming with our final Relay show, which will take place on Tuesday, the 30th at 7:30.
You can expect gold tier content, including a Peggy's Tent vlog, an exclusive Safe Ride Ask the Public, and coverage of the Paint It Black tradition.
Thank you to those who tuned in and to those who helped run this show. This has been Emma
And Bryson. Have a safe start to Relays.
reporting for the Dog Dish
Relays Live.
Prelays edition. Bye.